Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. This article that I'm going to be reacting to from the Daily Mail in a similar way that I did to the Snap Capone story when he came out of prison. As regular viewers of the channel would know, I've covered Potter Payper's story since late 2018, from his story from when he went to prison and also came back out. He's only been back for 3 months or something like that, 2.5 months. And he's released a few different things now, mainly independently. And already the papers are using him as an example. The irony of it is as well, is that they're not even going to stop playing it. They're playing all these songs anyway on the BBC Proms or whatever, and it hasn't even been stopped. When Potter Payper first came out of prison, he released 2020 Vision Freestyle on his channel. This got 3.2 million views in 2 months. He then followed it up with a Daily Duppy as well that got 1.2 million views. And then a music video called Filthy Free that got 2.1 million views on his own channel a month ago. And 3 days ago, he dropped Round Here, also on his own channel and available to stream online. But Potter Payper's had plenty of success and he's a very popular artist. They say the BBC is being blasted by an MP for a new drill rap track from an ex-County Lines crack dealer called Potter Payper on the Radio 1 Extra station. Well, initially from that headline, I'd say Potter Payper does hip-hop, it's not even drill. But I understand that genres are very confusing to the media, even though they have music journalists that work for them. Potter Payper's music's always been hip-hop/trap. I'm sure he could do drill, and there's definitely drill references in his music, but he's not a drill rapper. The BBC has been blasted for promoting a drill rap track from a County Lines drug dealer. They will still be playing God Save the Queen and all the other songs. The new release by Potter Payper, they said, talks about selling crack and heroin and was played on Radio 1 despite references to guns and cannabis. It made its way onto the airwaves despite the corporation sparking outrage by banning anthems such as Rule Brittania, the land of hope and glory, over fears of a race row. They said his real name is Jamel Bousbaa, and he was sentenced to 5 years in prison in 2018 for running a County Lines operation from London to the seaside town of Clacton in Essex. According to the Barking and Dagenham Post, which is actually according to the Metropolitan Police website as well. He was jailed in June of that year and he's now looking to kickstart his career, they said, after his Daily Duppy was broadcast on DJ Snoochie Shy's show. And as I said, he didn't need a kickstart. Just days before the BBC announced it was going to act songs from the BBC Proms, Tory MP David Morris told The Sun, "This is another bouter of a blunder from the BBC. On the week we've had at the BBC, to stop Brits singing Land of Hope and Glory, they are now telling us we have to listen to songs about County Lines." And just weeks after he got out of jail, they said. And the irony of this is that it's one channel. BBC One Extra is one station that they play music from the streets on. That's it. They made this station, they say to platform black music, but they actually platform a lot of different music from the streets and different varieties of music from all over the world. A recent poll this week said that the BBC made a bad decision over getting rid of the Proms, but to be honest, I think that was more of a dated thing, and with the current climate around the royal family and Prince Andrew still not answering questions that the FBI have asked him to and helping them with the Jeffrey Epstein case, a lot of the public are very embarrassed by this. And of course, some people are taking offence to being too patriotic to a country that once obviously dominated the world. And I done it wish, like I'm in a library. Or where they're having to resort to saying that a rap song is not very productive. And you can't blame an artist for telling his story. The record labels are the ones that are responsible for the music that is being put out there. So if you have a problem with the music, then go and speak to the record labels. Stop telling people what they're allowed to sing about and rap about and be able to express and tell their story. So I really want to hear what people have to say on that story as well. So drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts on that. And in some more news from London as well, this is another reason why people are fed up with mainstream media. The papers, they'd rather talk about rappers talking about rap songs than paedophiles or people that have done corruption or people that really need help. That is part of the reason why 10,000 people turned up to London's Trafalgar Square to protest against lockdowns and vaccination programmes. But there's a lot of other reasons involved in that. The Metro newspaper reported that the Unite for Freedom rally started at noon and called for an end to government lies and the restoration of all freedoms. Pictures from the demonstration showed thousands in crowds that gathered in the square holding signs that coronavirus was a scam and also a hoax. One man held a homemade placard that he had scrawled on it, "No to mandatory vaccines." Another called the World Health Organization the World Hoax Organization, and someone else proudly held a sign saying an end to medical tyranny. While another woman promoting conspiracy theories that Hollywood is full of Democrats and billionaires that engage in paedophilia while running the world. But they don't mention in this article that these sort of reasons and beliefs have been fueled by the recent cases involving Jeffrey Epstein. They know he was trafficking children and other people have been arrested for it. But they don't mention that in this article. They said the protesters was not wearing face masks. Well, of course, if they're an anti-COVID protest, why would they be wearing face masks? A flyer for the event said the demo would be held by professional doctors and nurses also. Jeremy Corbyn's brother, Piers Corbyn, was due to make an appearance alongside conspiracy theorist David Icke. Mr. Icke was kicked off Facebook for publishing misinformation, and back in the 90s he also claimed to be the Messiah as well. The flyer called on people to reject tyranny while calling on the government to cancel a vote to extend the COVID laws. Anti-corona protests have been taking place also in Berlin as well. Police had to stop protesters from approaching the regional court, but they did give the go-ahead for them. Around 3,000 officers came to Berlin as well. There was a lot of protesters. So this is an example that there's definitely people out there that are annoyed with what is going on in the press and what is being covered in media and also the biasness. So I really want to hear what people's opinions are on both these stories as well. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.